Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and I have an unboxing for you today. I placed an order with the Container Store for some more Stackers layers, so let's open it up together. So this is a little bit awkward for me trying to keep this on camera, so just bear with me in case I make any mistakes here. And we'll get the tape cut open. As you can see, it's quite a big box. And they do such a nice job of packing. I think they do. And we got lots of packing paper inside. And one thing I did order is I wanted to try out the anti-tarnish strips. So I do have the classic and the supersize Stackers layers. And I did have my Pandora in the classic size, but I found they were getting so tarnished in there, just my loose Pandora. So I'm hoping that this will solve that issue, and I will keep you updated on that. So the directions on these say for best results, place one strip inside each Stacker layer. And then if you keep your Stackers stacked, the lid closed, it's effective for 1 to 3 months. So I will be testing that out. Okay, so here is our first layer that I ordered. And like I mentioned, they do such a nice job of packaging, making sure everything arrives as nicely as possible. And then inside this, they even have the Stackers tissue. Okay, so this here, I can't remember the name of this layer. Let's take a look here. This is the supersize 41 section, so just like the name suggests, I'm sure there's 41. I'm not going to count. And let's open up the other one. And at the end of this video, I will share with you my supersize Stackers and how I'm using it for storage. And this one should be the exact same as the first one. So I now have 2 of the 41 section, and there should be one more item inside here. And this is for the classic. And I did decide to go with black for all of them. So I have a lid that got snipped and a little bit of damage to it. And Container Store had a really good sale going on. Plus there was an additional discount that weekend for Easter, I believe it was. So I took advantage of that and I decided to replace my lid that had some damage. Let me just take the plastic off of this and I'll share it with you. So this lid is called the Lidded Charm jewelry box. So you've got the charm bar right in the center. This one looks like it's popped out. Just gonna move it along here and see if it fits inside. So one thing I'm noticing right away is while this one does have a little bit of resistance, on this side here, there is no resistance. You see how it's just like kind of loosely hangs inside. So that's not ideal, but it's not a deal breaker. And then you've got the space for your charms, some bracelets there. And yeah, so I just dented that myself, but it looks like because this is loose, it dented this right here. So not thrilled about that, but like I mentioned, probably not a deal breaker, but I like to do my own damage rather than things kind of coming like that. And yeah, that's too bad. But it's got a nice closure on it. And I'm just gonna look at the stitching on all sides. Yeah, it looks to be in good condition other than that charm rod. Doesn't want to stay flat, but what can you do? So right now I'm using my supersized Stackers to store my troll beads. I do have the Trollbeads jewelry box as well, but right now I've got everything inside the supersized stackers. I'm always changing things around because I find the organizing as much fun as wearing the bracelets. So these are all the options for the supersized stackers. The one I have is the trinket drawer, and I went with that because it's easier for me to have the drawer versus having a really large lid to open up, just where I'm storing the stacker system. And then you've got different other section trays here. So let me share with you my drawer right now. And this is where I keep all of my Trollbeads bracelets that are currently put together. And then I've got some at the back here. It does come all the way out if you wanted it to. And here is where I keep my Trollbeads rings and some fantasy necklace right there. And I've got lots of space still in that. You can, because there's a groove here, you can easily place another lid or anything on top and it will stay in place, but I don't. I just have the smooth black. And then underneath, I have another layer. Now, this layer is a lot of fun. This next layer was originally the all-in-one. So I'll just let you take a look at that for now. You can see where it used to have all of, I don't know what to call those, partitions in them. But I decided to take everything out and do this. So I have nothing but the charm bars and all of my Trollbeads, glass and gemstones. And I love this. I love having everything together on one tray. It makes a lot of sense for me. So this is the glass and the gemstones and all the charm rods. And then if I lift this up, and underneath here I have 2 trays of the silver beads. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't love that look of seeing the division, and it just doesn't have it doesn't lay totally flat and smooth. It's doable, it just wasn't my favorite. Plus I wanted to kind of keep these for my Pandora, back to the classic. So that's why I went ahead and ordered this. And then I decided to get a second one because it was such a great price. And I thought if I ever needed to, I can just remove some of these partitions and I can make this how I want my stackers to be. So one for sure is going to stay as is, and then the second one we'll see. I might decide to remove half of it. I might decide to move the top half, bottom half, or everything, but it gives me the options. And then underneath this silver part, I have another classic tray right here, and he's just hanging loose inside. This is by no means permanent. And I also decided to put in one of the partitions and the ring roll right here that I removed from another layer that's different than this one. So I don't use this bottom layer a ton, but you can see I do have some loose glass beads here, and I've got my little cat pendant right there. But anyway, this isn't a video to share with you all of my Trollbeads. I just wanted to share with you my supersized stackers and my storage system. So I think now with my new layers, I can take out this part here and just keep the classic with the classic and the supersized layers together, and it's just going to look a lot cleaner and a little bit easier to keep track of. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing and seeing a peek into how I store my Trollbeads right now at the moment. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.